In the humid heart of Accra, Ghana, the city buzzed with the rhythm of theaters and street hawkers under the golden glow of streetlights. Kofi Mensah, a 27-year-old self-taught hacker, sat hunched over his second-hand laptop in a dimly lit room in Nima, a bustling neighborhood known for its vibrant markets and tight-knit community. His fingers danced across the keyboard, navigating the dark web with ease. Kofi had always been a digital ghost, taking freelance coding gigs to survive while moonlighting as a hacker for hire. Tonight, however, was different. Kofi had stumbled upon a hidden server while probing for vulnerabilities in a local bank system. The server was heavily encrypted, but its digital footprint suggested it belonged to the Ghanaian Ministry of Defense. Curiosity got the better of him. After hours of brute forcing and exploiting a zero-day vulnerability, he was in. What he found sent a chill down his spine: classified files detailing Operation Silent Veil, a covert government program. The documents revealed a plot to manipulate upcoming national elections, including voter suppression tactics and surveillance of opposition leaders. Worse, they hinted at foreign involvement, with cryptic references to offshore accounts and coded communications with unknown entities. Kofi's heart raced. This was bigger than anything he'd ever uncovered. He could leak this to the media, expose the government, and cement his name as a whistleblower, or, better yet, sell the information to the highest bidder. Visions of wealth and fame clouded his judgment. He copied the files to a USB drive, wiped his digital tracks, and began planning his next move. By dawn, Kofi had made his decision. He contacted a journalist friend, Omar, who worked for the Daily Chronicle, one of Ghana's leading independent newspapers. But Kofi wasn't driven by altruism. He saw an opportunity to destabilize the ruling party, which he blamed for his family's struggles under their economic policies. If he could leak the files strategically, he could spark public outrage, weaken the government, and sell the juiciest details to foreign outlets for a fortune. He met Omar at a crowded chop bar in OSU, the clatter of plates and the aroma of jollof rice masking their conversation. "This is explosive, Kofi," Omar whispered, her eyes wide as she scrolled through the files on his encrypted tablet. "But you know what this means, right? You're painting a target on your back." "I can handle it," Kofi said, his voice brimming with confidence. "Just get this out there. The people deserve to know." Omar hesitated but agreed to publish a redacted version of the story, protecting Kofi's identity. The next day, the Daily Chronicle ran a front-page expose titled "Silent Veil, Government's Election Plot Uncovered." Accra erupted in protest, with students and activists flooding Kwame Nkrumah Circle, demanding accountability. Kofi watched the chaos unfold from a cybercafe, a smirk on his face. Phase 1 was complete. But Kofi's greed pushed him further. He reached out to a contact on the dark web, offering the unredacted files for sale. Within hours, he had a buyer, a shadowy group promising a 7-figure cryptocurrency payout. Kofi felt untouchable. 2 days later, Kofi noticed something off. His usual haunts, cybercafes, market stalls, even his favorite fufu spot, felt washed. A black SUV with tinted windows seemed to linger wherever he went. His phone, despite being a burner, started glitching. Then, his landlord warned him about government types asking questions in the neighborhood. Kofi's bravado crumbled. The files had mentioned a special task force, a shadowy unit called Vanguard, tasked with silencing threats to Operation Silent Veil. He realized too late that his digital tracks weren't as clean as he thought. The government had traced the leak back to him. He packed a small bag and fled to a cheap guest house in Cocomlemore, using cash to avoid a paper trail. There, he hacked into the city's traffic camera network to monitor his pursuers. What he saw confirmed his worst fears. Vanguard agents, armed and methodical, were coming across for him. Worse, his dark web buyer had gone silent, and the cryptocurrency transfer never arrived. Kofi had been played. Desperate, Kofi reached out to Oma again, begging for help. She agreed to meet him at a secluded beach near Labodi, but her voice was tense. "You've started a hornet's nest, Kofi. They're not just after you, they're watching me now too." At the beach, under the cover of crashing waves, Oma handed him a fake ID and a bus ticket to Kumasi. "Get out of Accra," she urged. "Hide until this blows over." But as they spoke, a drone buzzed overhead, its red light blinking in the night sky. Kofi's stomach dropped. Vanguard had found him. He shoved the USB drive into Oma's hand. "Finish what I started," he said, before sprinting into the darkness. Gunshots rang out as Kofi zigzagged through the palm trees. He could hear shouts in Twi and English, closing in. His only advantage was his knowledge of Accra's back streets. He slipped into a narrow alley, heart pounding, and hid behind a stack of crates. The Vanguard agents passed by, their radios crackling with orders to neutralize the target. Kofi evaded capture that night, but he knew his life in Ghana was over. He made it to Kumasi, then crossed the border into Togo, using the fake ID. In Lomé, he laid low, haunted by the realization that his greed had endangered not just himself but Oma and countless others. The protests in Accra grew, fueled by the Daily Chronicle's follow-up stories, which Oma published using the full files Kofi had given her. The government tittered, but Vanguard's crackdowns intensified, and several activists disappeared. Kofi never returned to Ghana. He lived under a new name, scraping by as a coder in Togo's underground tech scene. The files he'd uncovered had sparked a movement, but at a cost. Oma went into hiding after receiving death threats. The foreign buyer, revealed to be a rival nation's operative, used the files to blackmail Ghana's government, destabilizing the region further. In his small Lomé apartment, Kofi stared at his laptop, the glow illuminating his tired face. He'd wanted fame and fortune but got exile and guilt instead. The Codebreaker's Gambit had been a losing one, and the secrets he'd uncovered would haunt him forever.